How are you, Prajakta?
Yes, I'm doing fine. How are you, sir?
I'm also fine. So introduce yourself.
My name is Prajakta Patil. I have done my bachelor's in architecture. I worked in my field for 2 to 3 years, then got married and came here in UK. And because of some family things, I couldn't do my practice, and I had about 8 to 9 years of gap. And after that, I thought of switching the career. And then testing I got to know about the testing, and I came across some of sir's video, and I really liked the way of sir's teaching process and everything. And then I joined his class, and right now I will be finishing my automation course within some days, and would like to see how this career will take me to the new uh, horizon or something like that.
Yes.
So I'm actually very keen to enter this new profession, and let's see how my journey goes along.
Yes. So tell what is a public static void main?
So public static void main is main method in Java. Every program will have only one method. Public is the access specifier. Public static is modifier. Void is return type. Main is method, and string is the argument we pass. Then the main method is always is always a static method. We cannot Main method cannot be non-static. Because of that, we cannot override main method. We can overload the main method, but only the whichever the main method is of the program, that will only get executed at the time. And whichever lines are whichever we write in main method, that will only get print out in the console.
Okay.
So that is main method.
How Java internally works?
So whenever developer write a code, it's in human understandable language. Our system does not understand that language. For that, it needs compilation and interpretation. So whenever for that, we need any syntax and rules. If the syntax and rules are correct, then the .java file will get converted into .flash file. And if the interpretation is correct, then means .flash file is even not understandable by system and not by human. It's a binary language, and if the interpretation is correct, then that will convert .flash file into .java file. And for that, we need JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine. We need Java runtime. We need Java JIT, that is just in time. We need JDK, that is Java Development Kit, to make that happen, and to get to run the program, or to make the Java work actually. So
What is a method overloading?
method overloading, developing multiple methods with same name but variation in argument list is method overloading. We can overload static methods, non-static methods, and constructors.
So what are constructors?
Constructors are basically special type of method in Java. Constructors have the same name as the class name. Constructors have constructor can have all the type of access specifiers. Constructor doesn't have return type. Then constructors are non-static in nature. And to call the constructor in main method, we need to make an object. We need to create an object. That time constructor will get call automatically.
What is the order of execution between SIB, main method, constructor, IABs?
So in the order of execution is first SIB will get execute, then main method, then IAB, and then constructor.
What is constructor overloading?
Developing multiple constructors with variation in argument list, that is constructor overloading.
Okay. Open your notepad and share your screen and write the formula to calculate the range of data type.
Okay, just a second. Sir, can I do it in Eclipse? I don't have a notepad actually.
Yes, sure.
Thank you. Sir, can you see my screen?
Yes,
sir?
yes.
I'll just create one. So, sir, can I write it in words actually?
Yes, you can write in words.
-2 raised
I
to.
can't see your screen.
You cannot see my screen?
I can't see your screen.
Actually, I have shared my screen. Can you see now?
Now I can see. Yes.
Yeah. -2 raised to n -1 to 2 raised to n -1 -1. This is the formula.
And what is n called?
N is the number of bits.
Yes.
N shows the number of bits.
Okay. Now,
Shall I stop?
yes. What is a scanner?
Scanner is a predefined class in Java. Scanner class is used to accept human input at the runtime. We need to pass system.in parameter to accept the human input at the runtime. That's it, I think.
What all methods we have in scanner?
In scanner, we have to accept the string value, we use next. Then we use int next. Then sorry, next int, next long, then next short. Those are the methods in string.
Mention the conditional statements.
Conditional statements are if condition, then if else condition, then if else if condition, and nested if else condition.
What are the comparison operators?
Comparison operators are less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, then equal to, and not equal to.
What is inheritance?
Inheritance is inheriting the property from one class to another class is inheritance. Inheritance is of single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple level inheritance, hierarchical level inheritance, and hybrid level inheritance.
Explain each of them.
In single level inheritance, basically a child class inherits the property of the parent class. Single parent class is a single level inheritance. Every Java program we do is or every class is a kind of single level inheritance in Java. Then multi-level inheritance is a single child inheriting the properties of multiple parents. Is multi-level inheritance. Like there are two or more parents are present in that method. Then in multiple level inheritance, single child inheriting the properties of two different parents. But multiple level inheritance we can achieve in interface and not in dot class dot class file. We cannot achieve that because of the diamond problem we get. So that is why we use interface for that. In hierarchical level inheritance is multiple children inheriting the property from the single parent is hierarchical level inheritance. And in hybrid inheritance is a combination of single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and hierarchical level inheritance is the hybrid inheritance.
Difference between global and local variables.
The variable which is declared inside the method is called as local variable, and variable which is declared outside the method but inside the class is global variable. The scope of the local variable is from start of the method to the end of the method. The scope of the global variable is from start of the class to the end of the class. We can differentiate global variables between static and non-static. We cannot differentiate the local variable between static and non-static. Local variables do not have global values, but default values. But global variables have default values. Then once we initialize the variable, we need to declare it for the local variable, and we don't have to declare the global variable. We can use it directly.
Okay, explain the interface concept.
Interface. So interface is used to achieve 100% abstraction. Interface will have only abstract methods present in it. The abstract methods present inside the interface need not have to write abstract keyword in front of them. Then interface is created with keyword called interface. Means it needs to write interface in front of it. And that's it, sir. I think.
A differentiate between abstract method and concrete method.
Concrete methods are those methods which have implementation. And abstract methods are those methods which don't have an implementation. Then that's it.
Any other difference?
Abstract methods are only non-static methods only. Concrete methods can be static or non-static. Then abstract class will have only abstract class can concrete class will have only concrete methods, and abstract class can have concrete methods and abstract methods.
What is method overriding?
Method overriding. So developing the methods, developing the same method in parent class as of the child class, but variation in argument list is called as method overriding. Method overriding relation should be present between the two classes, and only non-static methods can we can override and not the static methods.
What is a super keyword and super calling statement?
So super keyword we used in the case of method overriding only to get the parent class implementation. together with the child class implementation, we use super keyword. We can write super keyword anywhere in the method, and it will get called. Super keyword is used, I think, in the case of only non-static methods. Then super calling statement is used to call parent class constructor from the child class constructor. Super calling statement is of two types: implicit and explicit. So in implicit, we don't have to write a super calling statement. It is still present in the implicit way. And in explicit way, we need to write super calling statement inside it, and we have to write it in the first line only. So these are the two types of super calling statement.
What is this keyword and this calling statement?
This keyword is used where the global parameters are same as local parameters, or when we want to assign local parameters to the global parameters, that time we use this keyword. This keyword is used in case of non-static methods only. This calling statement is used to call one constructor from another constructor. For that, we use this calling statement. It can be done explicitly. For that, we have to write this calling statement in first line only. It is necessary to write this calling statement.
What is typecasting?
Typecasting. Typecasting is converting one type to another type is typecasting. And it is of two types: primitive typecasting and class typecasting.
Okay, explain each of them.
So in the primitive class typecasting is of two types: narrowing and widening. In narrowing, converting the bigger data type to the smaller data type is narrowing. It can be done explicitly. And widening is converting smaller data type to bigger data type is widening. It can be done implicitly or explicitly. For class typecasting it is of two type: upcasting and downcasting. Upcasting is converting the child class object to the superclass object is upcasting. It can be done implicitly or explicitly. And downcasting is converting bigger parent class object to the subclass child class object is downcasting. It can be done explicitly.
Okay, what is exceptional handling?
So whenever developer writes a code, and if the and at that time, if tester finds out about any exception, that time he raises a bug. So that time, developer every time it is not possible for developer to change the code. So that time exception handling comes, and it can be handled by try and catch block. So in try block, whichever line is giving you the exception, that is written inside the try block, and in catch block the handling of that exception is given. Single try block can have multiple catch blocks, but every try block should have at least one catch block. And for one exception, there will be only one catch block will get execute for that exception. If we write try and catch block and still the exception is coming, that time catch block will get execute. And if the exception is not coming, that time try block will get execute.
What is finally?
Finally block is used in the case of exception handling only. Whether the try block or catch block execute or not, finally block will definitely get execute. If a developer wants to send some common message to the customer in any case of exception handling, that time he can use finally block, so he can send one common message to the customer in the case of exception
Okay, what is encapsulation?
Encapsulation is basically protecting a data, protecting the data members of a class by giving the by restricting the access, by restricting the direct access by giving access specifier is encapsulation. And it can be handled by using getter and setter method, means by using indirectly by giving a public access specifier. That is how it can be handled.
What is polymorphism?
Polymorphism is object showing different behavior at the different stages of its life cycle. Is polymorphism. It is of two types: runtime polymorphism and compile time polymorphism. So runtime polymorphism is object showing different behavior at the different stages of its life cycle at the runtime when we create an object. Is runtime polymorphism, that is also a method overriding. And compile time polymorphism is object showing different behavior at the different stages of its life cycle when we pass the different argument lists. So that is compile time polymorphism. That is also called as method overloading.
What is a thread.slip?
Thread.slip is a class. Thread is a class and slip, I think, is a method. I think so. I'm a little bit confused.
Okay, write a program in Eclipse, say containing one main method, one constructor, two SIBs, two IABs.
Okay. Yeah, just a second, sir. Can you see my screen, sir?
No, I can't see.
Sorry, just a second.
Share the full screen.
Yeah. Can you see?
Now I can see.
Yeah. Oh, I just. Can I erase this?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. So, sir, what did you say? Two?
One main method.
Okay. One main method.
Two constructors.
Two constructors.
Then two SIB. Three IABs. Two static methods. Three non-static methods.
Three non-static methods. Okay. Two static method. Sir,
Explain me the how execution, the method of execution in the console.
In the console. So first, as the main method is present in the program, so SIB will get executed first. Then the execution of main method will start. So here first. So here first the main method is getting executed, and here as the static methods are present, so that is why those got first executed. Then IIB got executed. Then constructor got executed.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Anything want to ask?
Yes, sir. As I'm entering into this new actually career, so I'm a little bit nervous that how should I prepare for like so that is
Follow
my
the whatever the lectures in the class, lectures are taught in the class. Follow that. Watch the recorded videos and do the mock watch also the mock interview videos.
okay, because at the time of actually whenever we have KT, so we speak actually, but now it's the actual interview, so we are actually
So
a little
also
bit
do the
it's a little
cross
bit
KT
different.
sessions. It will help you to increase your communication and also help you also give you more confidence in answering in the real interviews.
Okay.
All
Any suggestions for me, sir?
yes, you have answered
Regarding
brilliantly, but still there is still scope for improvement. You watch the mock videos and
okay,
you
sir.
will crack the interview.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Have a good